Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. Up to now we have learned all the different types of regular expressions patterns that are available. We have learned it. Now let's try to see apply the real time scenarios how we will where we will be using these regular expression patterns. Let's try to see it. So normal case where we will try to use it is the email address. For an email address validity check, we will be using more often this regular expression. So let's try to write the regular expression for a email address. Let's try to write it. Let's say I'm having something like something at the rate domain.com. So this is the regular expression normally we will be email address normally we'll be having. Now we'll try to write the regular expression for this one. So let's try to write one by one. So here if you try to see, if you try to observe, here we are having a set of characters. So it can be any characters, it can be anything, and it is separated by an at the rate. And again you will be having a set of characters, and again it is separated by a dot. Again you are having set of characters. So this is how we will be having. So let's try to write the regular expression for this one. So first if you want to write, so any character, so any characters you can use it with a wildcard entry, and it should be represented with one or more. Okay, so now you got the all match, but now we need to check some scenarios. So now let's say that it has selected up to here. Now it should be there with at the rate. Okay, at the rate. Now it has been divided. So then you should have any characters with one or more, and again it should be divided with a dot, and again you can have any characters with one or more. So this is how we can write a simple, pretty simple regular expression for email address validity check. So what is the thing here I have written? Any character wildcard entry, it should be one or more, and after that one it should be separated with an at the rate. Then afterwards you can have any characters, anything here, and then afterwards it should be separated by a dot, and like this. So now here anything will match. So if I try to do some dot like this at the rate domain.com, this one also will match. So nothing, not a problem here. So now the problem comes where it is this. I'll try to show you. If you are having a dot, instead of dot you are having a space, so then this email address is also matching. So this could not happen like that. So that means we need to add some strict validations for email address validity check. So how can we add a strict validation? So this is somewhat pretty simple regular expression validation, how we can write it. So now let's try to write some other validation. So for example here, these all things pretty works very well. So if we try to remove at the rate, it will not work. So if you are having double at the rate, also it is working. Here if you try to see, why? Because here you are having dot slash, you are able to check it, right? So like this, and here you are having two dots also, it will work. So these are some of the things you are having. So let's try to write some strict validations so that we can write it. So I am reviewing this one. Okay, so first, in order to write the email address validity check, so first we can write something like starting and ending. Okay, I am representing like this. So first what I will try to do is I will try to divide into three parts. First part, second part, and a third part. Let's try to write the regular expression for this first part. So what I want here, so here I should not have at base, and I should not have at the rate here. So like these things I should not have. So if you want, you can add it more also. First I will try to do, so these things are not allowed. So what I will try to do here, I will try to use a character set, that is also negation. So you should not contain a space, and also at the rate. We can allow dot and all those things, we can allow it. So these are the things which should not be allowed. And so it could be one or more. So I can represent it as one or more. Then afterwards it should be separated with a at the rate. Here I can separate it with an at the rate. Next again I need to write here these things. So here I need to write such a way that, so same thing. So here I can again use this one. So it should not enter, slash space should not be there, at the rate should not be there, and also dot also should not be present. So then afterwards we need to have something like dot. Then you can have, again you can write a scenario something like here. So this one should be one or more. So here again you need to represent one or more. So here you should not have space, and and also you should not have at the rate. So this should be also repeated one or more. Now if you try to implement, so now you are able to get it regular expression validity. So here what I am trying to do, here in the first part it should not contain any space or at rate. So now if you try to mention any at rate, this one will not match. If you try to mention any space, this one will not match. If you try to mention dot, this one will match, not a problem. Now this one is correct. Now at the rate, if you don't have an at the rate, this one will not match. So like this also you'll be able to have. And here you can mention, so this one is, so here you cannot have at the rate again. So you should not have a space again. So like this you should not have. And also you cannot have the dot also. Dot I will try to tell why it is trying to show you. So again in the second scenario, you should not have space here. So you should not contain at the rate here. So like this you should not have it. Now here if you try to mention dot, so it is trying to show you as a valid email address. Why it is so first one is something like it is taking this one and it is divided by an at the rate, and here this one is the thing, so it is taking and it should be divided with a dot, and here I am mentioning that it should not contain. So this entire thing is a regular expression pattern for this one. So here entire thing you should not contain any space or at the rate, but it can contain dot. So sometimes it is a valid thing. Why? Because so we will be having a domains which will something like co.uk, co.in. So we are having something like some domains extensions, so which will be ending with a dot, something like that. If you don't want this domain dot co dot something like this, you can also use dot here inside this one. Now if you don't introduce dot here, so this one will work. Okay, so this is how we can write a simple email address validation in the regular expression. So you can write some more strict rules also. We can implement more strict rules inside this one. So we can use it. If you want, you can also use it, but I am trying to make it as a simple. The concepts, whatever the concepts that we have learned it here, we have tried to implement it. So here you need to understand one more important thing also. So this caret symbol which I am using outside, and this caret symbol which I am trying to use inside, so a lot of difference is there. Why? Because here it is used as a negation, so that means these characters are not allowed, character sets are not allowed, whereas this one starts the beginning of this one. So these all should be at the beginning. So these are some of the important things you need to understand it. And here I am using dot as an escape character. Why? Because I want a literal dot character here instead of having the wildcard entry. So if you try to use without like this, so this one will become a wildcard entry. You should not use the directly dot, and this is the escape thing. And here I have used space, at the rate and dot for this domain thing, so you should not include like this. So if you want, you can also include dot here also. You cannot include this one also, it's up to you. And this plus indicates the one or more, so you cannot have it star or something, question mark is 0 or 1, and that one is a 0 or more, so we cannot have those things, 1 or more. So this is the simple email validations with this somewhat strict rules we have applied. So these are the things what we have learned. We have applied the email address validation in the regular expression. Hope you understood about this one. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.